Hey Internet, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of the John Graves Show. And I'm actually apologize for this because I really haven't been talking about Durarara in a good while now. And I was one of the main advocates of the first season because I really love the first season, and honestly I like what is happening right now. Now, technically, let me break it down in three parts for what has been going on in this episode and what has been going on in the past few episodes. Is that for like the past few episodes, everything has been breaking down with three different stories, talking about like somebody's over here trying to attack the dollars, somebody's over here trying to do something in the mafia with one of the main with this small little girl, and also there's this small little thing that is also going on with like everybody trying to evolve and break away from what they used to be. Now that is pretty much like the overarching theme of what has been happening in Durarara so far. And honestly, for what this episode was, is like, I really look at it and I'm like, especially with what happened like in the past few episodes and learning that like learning that people are out there actually exploiting the dollar's name, and they're out there doing like heinous things essentially, because practically anybody can just join the dollar's website, claim to be like, I'm a dollars member, and then go ahead and do something mean because as Kadota pretty much loves to say that whole phrase of the dollars is a gang that doesn't have any rules. So practically, if you want to say like, okay, I'm a bad member of the game. If you want to say I'm not going in to listen to the leader, you don't have to listen to the leader. I mean, technically that's just how the dollars work. And honestly, it's like you look at that and it's like, well, yeah, as we've pretty much seen, a lot of people, including the people over here who are trying to exploit Mikado. I mean, like, you pretty much see them trying to exploit him to become one of the one of the blue square members, and it's like, really, they got in the same way as everybody else, and this is a problem in which that Mikado is trying to avoid, or at least he's trying to fix, because as far as I know right now, it seems to me as though that Mikado's trying to be nice at this point in time, trying to at least talk to the members and trying to keep the dollars on just like a social thing of saying like, it's this badass gang and they do this thing. Pretty much like he's trying to turn them into like a fantasy of saying like, it's a gang full of good people who look out for other people when like all the other gangs, when they run rampant. So pretty much it's a gang of good people. However, the problem with that is though, is that with what happened at the end of the first season, this is pretty much spread into a problem in which there's like, once you start letting more and more people in that you don't necessarily know, it tends to corrupt on the inside, and that's something that's really breaking down the dollars from the inside. And Mikado's really trying to fix that, and it's not working out the way how he wants it to, especially with what happened in the episode. And that's not me, and that's not even talking about the stuff that's going on with Henri, and the stuff that is going on with Celti, and pretty much like bigger stuff in the story at this point. But really, that is the stuff that actually does pretty much kind of catch my eye the most of what is going on with Mikado, because even though necessarily he is a character who really doesn't fight a lot or just spews off a lot of stuff, at the same time he's still an interesting character in this world, because to be perfectly fair with you, he is sort of like the only actual relatable character in the story, in terms of like, I have all this crazy stuff going on around me, and really I like to see his reactions to it. And pretty much it seems as though is that like, of course, he's just trying to talk his way through it and is trying to calm everybody down. But honestly, the world is so crazy around him that they're not really trying to focus on him. So really, I'm sorry to go off on like the little Mikado tangent, but I really do like this anime. So what do you think about this episode? Did you like it, love it, hate it? Tell me in the comment section. Oh, also, most of the first part of this episode was a fight, which is actually really cool. So yeah, tell me, what do you think about it? I'll catch you on the next John Graves Show. So please keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I'm out.